Good morning. This is Around the House with Kay and Tom. The other day I cooked some spare ribs, and as you can see, I didn't eat them all. So for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my leftover spare ribs. I'm going to cut up some red peppers, green peppers, an onion, a little bit of broth. I got chicken broth. I wished I had some beef broth, but I don't. But we're going to use chicken broth. And I'm going to put them in the crock pot and let them cook for just until the peppers and onions gets done, and then I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to put some cheese over it and put it in a roll, and that's what we're going to have for dinner. And what I don't eat, that way I'll be able to freeze. So first off, let's get the red peppers and onions cut up. Okay, I cut the inside out of this red pepper. And it's just up to you how much peppers you want. I think that's enough red peppers. And the good thing about it is that we can always freeze what we do not use. Okay, we're going to cut up a few the green ones. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. It turns hot down here and then it turns cold. But right now is really a chilly day. You can actually cut these any size you want to go in your sandwich, but I usually like them cut right much. Going to put them in a cup for right now. I like to have about a cup of the green and a cup of the red. This is a 2-cup container. Seems like I got more. I looked one time, it looks like I've got more red, and then I looked and it looks like I've got more green, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to cut up just a little bit more. We've got about 2 cups of the red and the green, and I'm going to cut up an onion. You can't have anything when you don't have an onion, so we're going to get the onion cut up. Okay, I'm going to cut this onion right quick. Then all we've got to do is I'm going to put it in the crock pot and let it cook for a couple of hours. Just until my peppers get soft. Now while I'm going to go ahead and put my peppers and all in the crock pot, and while they are starting to cook, I'm going to cut this meat off of these bones, and you can cut them up in, I'm just going to cut them in strips like this, so that way I can put them on my sandwich. And when the peppers gets done, and I put it on the sandwich, I'll probably toast my bun. It won't be a bun, it'll be a roll. Put cheese on it. And we'll have a really good sandwich. The good thing about this is that what I don't use, I will put in the freezer in a bag, and I will freeze it. And then when company comes, or somebody, or maybe just by myself, I can take it out and just make myself a sandwich. Just make sure you don't get any bones in your meat you're cutting up. This is my last rib. As you can see, it's got some fat on it, which is good. It's got a little gristle in that piece, so I'm not going to use that piece. Okay, I've got my meat cut up, so what I'm going to do now is get my crock pot fixed, and we're going to put it all together. Okay, I have about 3½, almost 4 cups of cut up ribs. I'm just going to dump them in the pot. I have a cup of onions. And I have 2 cups of red and green peppers. And I'm going to use a cup of broth. And like I say, I only had chicken broth, so we will use chicken broth. Because I didn't have any beef broth. I keep forgetting that when I go to the store. And a cup should really be, let's just see how much that makes that, how that does that. Yes, I think a cup of chicken broth will be enough to keep it all wet. And we're going to cut it on high, put the lid on it, and leave it on for at least an hour, and we'll come back and check it out. And this is nothing in the world but it's going to be a rib steak sandwich with the peppers and onions. I'll be back. This is just Kay's recipe. I'm one of those that I do not like throwing away food. So the only thing I've got is an onion, red and green peppers, chicken or beef broth. This would be good to have, but anyway, chicken broth, and your meat. And I'm using spare rib that I cooked the other day, and I didn't eat them all, and so I've had them in the refrigerator, and I said I'm not throwing them away. So I've decided today I would just fix me like a rib steak sandwich, like a Philly cheese sandwich, but it's going to be with spare ribs. And when it gets done, we'll put cheese on it and put it in a roll. Well, first we'll put it in the roll, then we'll put cheese on it. Around the house with Kay and Tom. Hang on, we'll be finished. Okay, around the house with Kay and Tom. I have finished cooking my peppers and my onions and the meat from my spare ribs. I've toasted me a bun. We're just going to put some mayonnaise on it. Just regular mayonnaise. Okay, I've heated me a bun. You can toast it, or I put mine in the microwave and just got it good and hot. And that's a bun with my peppers and my cut up spare rib. And we're just going to sprinkle. I got Kobe Jack. You might want Parmesan or something, but okay, now I have put my meat in there, and I've sprinkled it with Kobe Jack cheese. And it really looks good. Smells good, I know that. And just so you see what it's like, that's cut up spare rib. I put green peppers, red peppers, and onions, and I've let it cook until the onions and the peppers and all are really done. And then we took us a bun, and I made me a sandwich, a very tasty looking sandwich. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. This is nothing but leftovers that I didn't want to get rid of. Please join my channel, give me your comments, and you just come back to see me. Have a good day.